Hello YouTubers, welcome back to GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, where my job is to save you money. Working on a 2009 Hyundai Santa Fe 3.3 automatic front wheel drive, and we are going to show you how to remove the tire end on the passenger side. You can see the dust boot is gone, but also let me put the light here. The CV axle boot is pretty much gone, and you can see all that grease splashing everywhere. And we are going to replace the lower control arm. So this car needs some good TLC, but we're gonna see what we can do. And I believe this too. We're gonna replace the sway bar link connectors. The boot is torn on the top and the bottom. So I'm gonna try to get this video as short as possible. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like. We'll really appreciate it. Okay, we want to start removing this. It's a 19mm 3/4. In this case, I already loosened it up. Okay, so right here it is loose, but the other thing that you guys want to make sure that you do is break loose this nut. I already did it. It's a 15/16, so you come, it's gonna push towards the front of the car, this part towards the front of the car. You just want to break it loose and leave it there. Okay, so that's what I want to do. I want to remove here. That's that. The next thing here, let me put the camera somewhere. Couple things. I'm gonna put this here. Now we're gonna break loose this part right here. Okay, now it's moving. So, there you go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Order the new ones. The next thing that I want to do here, I am going to remove this nut right here. This is 17mm. That way we can move this a lot easier without the tension. Put that there, regardless. Now here on the bottom, you're gonna have a little bolt nut right there, 17, and we're gonna use the same socket. And also we gotta use a wrench on the other side. Nice. So I'm going to put these two together here. gonna remove this nut. This is 32 millimeter. Yeah, 32. Next thing I gotta do, I gotta bring a breaker bar so we can just lower the control arm. We can separate the whole knuckle from the lower ball joint. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. Right there is how I'm doing it. So now with that separate, I'm gonna grab the bottom of the rotor and pull. Now we gotta make sure that the axle slide back. This axle is going to be removed so we can actually tap there. We can put some WD-40 as well so we can move. And put some WD-40. I'm going to spray some on the spindle. Size. I'm going to try it again, see if that helps a little. Nope. I'm going to have to tap it a little bit more. Remove this bar here. There it is. Okay, now break loose. Perfect. Yeah. There it is. Excellent. The next thing that we're going to do, we are going to remove control arm. Start removing those bolts. Just 19 millimeter. That's it. I put those two together right here. Now on the front, for the rear control arm bushing right there, we're gonna use swivel. Okay, it's gonna be a 3/4 or 19 millimeter. And we are going to also use a wrench here in the back. Okay, so we're gonna do those two things. There you go. The wrench is there. I'm gonna use the swivel to come right through here. We're gonna lift this thing here. We're gonna go right through it. Let me get a better angle with the camera. what I'm gonna do, I'm going to push there. There you go. That direction. So that'll give me enough room to go with the gun. The back, the bolt is longer than the front, so keep them separate, or just don't worry about it. You won't be able to mess it up. Now, the best way that I found to remove this, to reinstall them, is you put the one here, put the bolt, and you're going to slide the control arm that way. Okay, so as you can see here, let me give you a better angle. The bushing is torn. The driver's side is worse. Driver's side is the worst. So yeah. Alright, so you can see it there without a load. Right there. Okay, so far so good. We got this here. Next thing is going to be to remove that axle from there. So I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to locate the camera so I can give you a better angle, then we can go from there. Alright guys, so I'm here underneath the vehicle and I did not raise the vehicle high enough, so it's going to be kind of tight. This is the oil pan. Let me get the light better. And here's where the axle, let's see if I can show you right, is there. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do, you're gonna grab your breaker bar if you don't have the tool, and you're gonna slide it right on top of the exhaust. Come here, and you're gonna place it right there, okay, right there, and you're gonna hit it with the hammer. Okay. So I hope you can see it right there. It's gonna be right there on the back. And that's how it works. Whew. Let me get out of here. There you have it. So you come from the back, you can start putting your tool here, your breaker bar, and you can push it. Then you go behind here and you keep hitting it. Sometimes you have to rotate a couple times to break it loose, but you can do it. Alright, so that's how you remove and replace, remove the axle, the control arm, and remove the tire end. Very, very important. Okay, when you put the control arm, install everything but do not tight. This one is okay. That one, tight last. So that way you have to tie that with the weight of the vehicle on it. Okay, all the tires are back on, everything is back on. That's loose. So then you can put her on the little ramps. So that way the weight is on the vehicle. Then you go ahead and tie this one. Other way, that's gonna damage that bushing. Okay, I got the new control arm. That's the part that I'm using. Again, disclaimer, I'm not getting sponsored by Duralast or AutoZone. I'm just showing the part that I'm going to be using for this repair. Here's the CV axle to the part number. Okay, so at this moment everything looks correct. But once again, I want to say thank you to all people from AutoZone, Hector, all the drivers, a new guy that is there now. So I want to say thank you for the help bringing me the parts and for all the discount that you guys offer me with the parts, so I can pass it along to customer and everybody can save money and make money in my case. All right, so let's get right into the video here really quick. So I'm gonna put the camera here, hopefully you guys can see. So we're gonna start with the control arm. Like I mentioned before, if you're staying this far into the video, okay, so you wanna install this side first. Now put a little bit weight, so that way, weight down. Twist the control arm, so that way the bolt stays there. Snug it. Now the next thing that we're gonna do here, we need to, let me raise this. You know what, I don't like this extension with the GoPro. It really is like, it's annoying. I have to get something different. I feel like too much work for the amount of reward that you get. Again, I'm not saying that it's a bad product, it just is not working the best for me at this moment. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bolt here. I'm gonna put bolt this. There it is. Now we're gonna line this up. That is there, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna keep this protector here to protect the dust boot here. Now we're gonna bring the axle. Actually look the same. Okay, so here, let's take a look. There you go. We have the little snap ring or snap retainer, right? So the opening, keep it pointing 12 o'clock. I talked about that before in my other videos, because other way, if they pointing down, let me see if I can show here. If it this opening, the opening right there is down, pointing to 6 o'clock here. Sometimes one of the openings, when you push the axle back in, it's gonna bend and move. Now you twist your retainer here, your snap ring or your lock, right? Then you have to take it off, straighten up, and become extra work that really you don't want to do. So keep it pointing up. That will help you to get this done quickly as possible. Here it seems like we have, let's see. Well, let's see what happened. Let's move this thing out of the way. Hopefully this goes in. Here's this nice. There you go. You want to do that. Want to hold it, pull it back, and use it like a plunger. Okay, and you heard it went straight. So with this hand, you keep it straight. You don't let it twist, tilt, or anything. As much as you can. So that way you can. There you go. Done all the way. Okay, very nice. We're moving very, very good. The next thing that we're gonna do now is going to be put the axle right where it belongs. And here's where it will be nice to have an extra set of hands, because you can pull the control arm down. Well, it's not bad when it's loose. Okay, so maybe it'll be okay. We should be okay. I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna grab the bottom here. There you go. And make sure this is a line. There you go. Now it's in. There you go, it's moving in. To make sure that this axle is gonna go all the way in. Of course, let's move it. There you go. Let's see if now we can actually not line them up. Okay, now we have enough thread here, so we can tie them a little bit, so we can pull it with what's going on here? It doesn't want to cooperate right now. Let's see. There it is. Okay, that's moving. The gap is closing, so which is going to allow us to center right here. This bar, nice. As you can see, hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, that's there. Now when I push, you should be able to move. And we need to put this axle a little bit more in. And remove it. Put the washer here. Don't forget the washer. just snug it. Okay, loosen them up. Let's see if now we can actually line this up. Yes, there it is. Nice. Always be careful with your fingers there, because all that snap, it can hurt you really bad. I want to put a bolt, this bolt in the bottom have holes so you can put a split pin, and you can actually secure it a little bit more, right? A cotter pin, whatever you want to call it. It's that. And we're good here, guys. I gotta stop because I need to get the correct tie rod end, but I guess you guys can do that last. So don't move this part and just count the threads. It gotta be 15, but you should be okay. And put it back here. If you grab it and push pull and you feel play, that means this is not good. You have to replace this one too. Just the inner tie rod end. But if it doesn't, reuse it, you should be good. Alright guys, if you stay here with me in the video, I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to clean up the rotor, and leave your comments down below. Give it a like to the video. As always, God bless. Do your best, forget the rest, and I will see you in the next video. Later.